Alright, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar. Coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makrak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into Proverbs chapter 1. Alright, we're going to get this whole chapter right here. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 1 on down. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. Alright, so who was Solomon? Alright, in the reincarnation, our Lord Yahushua. Verse 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. Right, because this is why, some people can perceive it, some people can get it, some can't. So that's that's a very strong gift. That's a very beautiful thing, because there's billions of people on the earth and only a handful can receive the truth. You see? Verse 3, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, right? Because those who are wise are gonna take heed, are gonna change their ways, repent to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You see? Because the wise are going to, they're not just gonna, when they walk past this truth, they're not just gonna roll their eyes and fan their hand and say, oh yeah, right, They're gonna consider, and increase their learning. They're gonna want to do more, they're gonna want to learn more. You see, because this is the way to life. You see like these celebrities, these billionaires, yeah, they got money and stuff, but like they're afraid, This is why they're spending, top dollar for like underground bunkers, underground shelter. Even the top elites of this world, alright, like let's say they have trillions of dollars, right? They're not going anywhere, because it don't matter how rich you are, that if you're not part of the Lord's elect, then you're out of there. You see, and don't think for 1 second that just because like the rich, yeah, they remember the rich of this world, they're all like actors, because they may act like, oh, okay, like they're ready for the end of the world, and they got their underground bunker. Trust and believe that they are afraid. Okay, our enemies are they're trembling. All right, this is remember, they're in desperation mode right now. All right, because remember that just because the wicked they put on smiles and stuff, they may act like nothing bothers them. They're terrified. Okay, they are terrified. So, remember, you want to cleave unto the Lord, all right, and not, the ways of this world. All right, it's very, very important. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. A man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Right. Because this is a mystery, because the Lord speaks in parables. All right. There are dark sayings. It's a mystery. This is why everybody can't get it. The majority of the people in this world, they just, scoff, but because it's not for them. Remember that, the Lord was rejected by this world. Our Lord Yahushua was betrayed by his own disciples. Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, is the beginning of knowledge. Right, because you have to fear the Lord. You can't just be out here, doing whatever, But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Yeah, fools, because a fool said in his heart that there is no God, there's no power. Okay, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua exists. Verse 8, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and change about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, okay, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without. Alright, so, follow not a multitude to do evil, you can't have 1 foot in this world and 1 foot out. Okay, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. There's no, there's no gray areas in this truth. It's either, this is what Yahushua said. He said, all those who are not with me are against me. So it's, hey, it's either, you believe or you don't believe. Either the Lord's with you or he's not with you. Verse 12, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast into thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. See? So, yeah, don't follow a multitude to do evil. The world's going one way, go the opposite way. You see? And now, the world is starting to figure that out. Because now, you got people who are not in the truth, but they're recognizing that this place is ran by, wicked elite. They see that, Trump and these politicians are all, just sellouts. They're all satanic and pedophiles, you see. So, that's, this is something that the world is starting to see now, but why? Because the Lord's about to return. So, the Lord is pouring the spirit of truth on the earth. Remember that, because that word devil, who are these Edomites, alright, doesn't mean some red reptile, with a pitchfork waiting for you underneath the ground when you pass away. That word devil means deceiver, false accuser. Alright, Proverbs 1:6, because deceive means to trick you and to believe in a lie. Alright, yeah. You know, because these Edomites have lied to the whole world. You know, they lie about everything. You see, they lie about everything. They lie about everything. Proverbs 1:16. For their feet run to do evil and make haste to shed blood. Yeah, the wicked out here, it's nothing for them to shed blood. So this is why the Lord's going to shed their blood, because to Edomites, the self-proclaimed white man, to shed blood is nothing to them, and that's how these Edomites have taken over this world, by rape, robbery, and murder, by the way of the sword. So since these Edomites have taken and dealt with the Israelites violently, the Lord's gonna deal with them violently. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privately for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain. Okay? Greedy of gain. Alright, so this so right there, a lot of people in this world, you know how it is, the celebrities, they kill like their own family members. It's like a dog world out here, because people would throw each other underneath the bus and, lie and scheme, do all kinds of stuff just to, for some greedy gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Proverbs 1:20, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. So yeah, this is where you'll find the prophets. Okay, verse 21, she cried in the chief place of concourse, right, in the opening of the gates, in the city she uttereth her word, saying, right. So right there, okay, this is where you'll find the prophets, the true prophets. Right there, okay, when you enter in these major cities, chief place of concourse. Verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Yeah, because you're simple, the Lord's telling you to turn back from this, take heed and turn back from this wicked society. And the scorners delight in their scorning. See that? Yeah, because the scorners, on the scoffers, they, they delight, in their scoffing and stuff, But that's alright, because they ain't going nowhere. And this is how retarded our enemies are. It's just like what happened with Pharaoh when he went into the Red Sea, the Gulf of Suez. See, that the opening of the sea was for the passage for the Israelites and Moses. You see, but the Pharaoh, he went in there still. You see, and the Lord drowned all of them. So this is something that's made evident, because just check this out, okay? Just check this out, because our enemies, okay, our enemies can't do anything against those ships and the angels, they can't do anything, but yet they're still gonna go in. You see, because top military, top Asian spies, they know. All right, because there's different militaries around the world that try to, shoot down the ships, the so-called UFOs, and they can't do anything. But yet Esau, the so-called white man, these elites, they're still gonna make their move, and they know they can't do nothing against the ships, but they're still gonna come in head first. Because remember, these devils are gonna make their move, but remember that, they can't do anything against those ships and the angels and Yahweh Shema Shai, but yet they're still going to come in head first. You see? So just to show, because they're, a lot of Edomites are mad, they're hurt. That just goes to show, that it's already checkmate, because they can't do anything against the ships, but they're still going to come in, because remember, the Lord's going to give them that beatdown. But that just shows, that just shows, the simplicity of our enemies, because they still to this day can't do anything, but they're still going to come in. You see? They're still going to roll. They're still going to roll with it. Like Pharaoh, So what happened when Pharaoh tried to follow Moses and the Israelites in the Red Sea? Okay, because that wasn't for them. That was only for the Israelites. See, but they still went in like, oh, fuck it, let's just go, Same, what happened? The Lord drowned them all. Same thing with Esau, Remember, because the angels are out here 24/7. So the Lord is waiting for Esau to make his move. Remember, once he comes in, the Lord's going to checkmate him. Alright, just like the time on the first Exodus. You see? Because remember, it don't matter how much the Edomites and heathens talk crap, they still can't take down a chariot of Israel, so-called UFO, still to this day. So when they laugh and scoff, it's only on them, because they're the ones who are going down and going to slavery, you see? Yeah. Yep. You see that? And if our enemies are so big and bad, then, why can't they take down Yahweh Shema Shai and the angels? See? Proverbs chapter 1 verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge, right? Because only a fool would say, because they hate knowledge, they just want to be degenerates, Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my word unto you. Right, this is why, our enemies are trembling, because now the Lord has the true prophets on the scene. Telling people, laying it down, telling people what it really means, what's really going on. Because I have called and ye refused. Yeah, 2/3, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Okay, so this is what the Lord, this is the Lord right here. Proverbs 1:26. To all of those of you that reject the Lord's word, check it out. Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So that's the Lord, The Lord is getting ready to laugh at our enemies through his men. Alright? Because trust and believe, our enemies are in fear. They're in great fear, So yeah, they all might talk trash here and there, but when you put all your cards on the table, they know that they're through, Yeah, they may be mad, they may be hurt, but remember, what can they do? Yep. Oh yeah, because when you put all, when you really put all the cards on the table, run costs, so to speak, these Edomites are finished, Yeah. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, verse 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. This is what's getting ready to happen right now. Okay, through famine, pestilence, okay, World War III draft. See, because the wicked are going to call upon the Lord, but the Lord ain't going to answer them. See, because you're not seeking the Lord. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me. Yeah, those of you who are messing around. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. right there. Okay, because you don't fear the Lord. A lot of you guys are ashamed of the Lord. Okay, you guys don't even say his name openly. See, they would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproofs. See that? So these scoffers, they despised it. But that's okay. So the Lord's getting ready to put them down and starve them out. Yeah. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way. Yeah, because a lot of people out here, they say, well, I'm going to do what I feel is right. Because I'm the boss. Go for it. Go for it. But remember, the Lord's going to laugh at you. And the Lord's going to starve you out. Remember, the top elites, even the Rothschilds, they can't do anything. They're going straight into slavery. They're going straight. See? And be filled with their own devices. See? For the turning away of the simple shall slay them. There it is. For the prosperity, check it out. For the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Yeah, trying to be celebrity, sell out, sell your soul. Huh? But whoso hearketh unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Right, because the Lord is with his hopeful elect. Alright, we're not worried about, yeah, we teach on that, that we have enemies out there, but we're not looking over our shoulders, we're not all paranoid out here, we tell you guys what it is, but, we have comfort in the Lord, see, because the Lord's in control, baby. So with that, that's it on today's lesson, on Proverbs chapter 1. Remember, remain in the Spirit, and know that, the wicked, their time is up. So with that, on your feet, soldiers, stay strong, shalom.